Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making Nigerian Ogbono soup. This is that soup that draws, it has spinach and meat and yumminess and everything. So here I have my okra. First I have my okra. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to use about 7 of the okra. So make sure you wash it thoroughly guys, and don't get this on your hands. This thing, it is itchy. So then you just cut it into small pieces, remove the tail, remove the head, cut it, and then one stroke in the middle. And then later on guys, you're going to cut it into much smaller pieces. Another option is to blend the okra, but since I'm going to be making it with spinach, I like it when it's a bit more on the chunkier side. But if you want it nice and smooth, you're more than welcome to blend it. Just add a little bit of water to your blender so that it can spin. Then you'll see it will start drawing immediately. But for my recipe, I'm only gonna dice it into small pieces. I'm using 1 red sweet pointed peppers, and I'm going to use about 5 scotch bonnets. You can also use habanero. So you're just going to cut that into smaller pieces. Guys, if you don't have these kind of peppers, also the red bell peppers, the normal ones that look like the green peppers, that one is also gonna work as well. So just cut everything into smaller pieces. You don't have to make them too big, not too small, and just so that they can fit into the blender. And that was half an onion. Blend everything away. Oh, and guys, remember to put in about 200 milliliters of water when you blend. Otherwise those blades, they're just gonna spin and go nowhere. So just put in a bit of water and make sure you blend it very thorough. So for my protein, I'm going to be using assorted beef. These are just the beef cubes, and then on the side I boiled a little bit of intestines and trotters. That is totally optional guys. You can just use the beef cubes, it's up to you. Put in some salt, just boil it like how you would normally boil your meat. Then I'm also going to use some curry. This is a very simple recipe guys. I'm not adding too much, not too many spices, but you can also add your beef stock or your Maggie cubes if you have. I ran out so I didn't add, but either way it was still fire, it was still nice. Here I have my bunch of spinach. I bought this from a Portuguese guy. So cheap and so fresh. The color was greening. It was just amazing. It was so crunchy. But I'm not going to use too much of it though. I'm just cutting off the little bits that I have, and then I'm going to put the rest of it in the refrigerator. So now I'm going to cut my spinach into smaller pieces. Remove the rib, roll it up, cut it into slices and cut it in the middle, and then chop away. I find this to be a very easy way to cut spinach, because you see that thing in the middle, that rib, I don't know whether it's called a rib, mara, that thing doesn't taste nice, especially when it's so chewy and stuff in the food. So I just prefer to take it out, man. But if you want to keep it, be my guest. So this is the ogbono. I bought it at Meat Republic. It must say ogbono guys. You can only get this by the shops that sell Nigerian food. So now as you can see my packet, it is very lumpy. So I'm gonna use this wooden stick just to crush up the big pieces. Personally, ogbono is one of the first Nigerian food I fell in love with. Ogbono is great. This makes the sauce have that drawiness with also the okra. So you can just imagine ogbono on its own, it draws. Okra on its own draws. So this is gonna be a super drawy soup. This is the type of sauce you want to eat with your hands and enjoy it in private, because wow, don't do it in public. Now we're just going to heat up our oil. This is red palm oil. Use enough just to cover the base of your pot. I heated up the pot a little bit so that when I put in the oil, it will immediately start to distribute. I will need to move it up and down and shake it and whatnot. So now it's getting hot. You know that it's hot enough when you see the smoke starting to form, but be careful guys, this step is potent. So now you're going to add your blended mix. Make sure you have doors and windows open. If you're asthmatic, rather get someone else to do the step for you guys. Now mix everything up together and then wait for it to start boiling. Once it has boiled for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the heat that you're using, but let's say on medium heat, you can now add in the stock from where you boiled your beef. So this is all the seasoning that I'm gonna use, guys. This is a very clean soup. So the amount of stock you're gonna pour in there is going to be about 250 to 300 milliliters of beef stock. So now your sauce is going to look like it's watery, but the ogbono, guys, is going to thicken it up. So make sure that you have enough water in there, because if not, it will start burning before it even cooks, before it even draws, before it even becomes delicious and vavavoom. So just mix up everything, let it boil for a few minutes, and then you can add your ogbono. Immediately you add it, make sure you stir it, and then as it cooks it's gonna become softer, and then you just crush it up. Then once it starts boiling, you will see the bubbles are a bit thick. Then you can also add your meat as well. Immediately you take out the spoon, guys. Do you see how it's already drawing? It's drawing, it's looking delicious. Like, this is the type of soup that you want on a rainy day with your special somebody. But those that don't have special somebodies, don't worry, this is just as good when you eat it on your own. Now I'm just adding my beef intestines and my trotters. Remember, guys, this is already pre-cooked, so I'm just adding it in towards the end so that it doesn't become too soft. Cook for about 10 more minutes, then you can add your spinach. Remember, guys, our heat is not the same, but look at how thick and nice that sauce is. It's already starting to draw. You can have this with eba, amala, or whatever you may please. We had it with eba just because eba takes only 5 minutes to make, and I love it. Please give it a try. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.